it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got Maxey. Green out there with Tobias Harris. Then it's Curry. And it's Howard in at the 5 down low. And for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5 roaming the paint. Now here's Maxey. Shoots from the high post. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Here's Herter. He kicks it to Capella, out left to the wing. Here's Young. A second chance effort, and Capella with the layup.
A workhorse on the glass. Capella ready to pounce on misses as soon as the shot goes up.
Here's Maxey. Pass to Harris. Young with the steal. Drops in the breakaway layup.
You got to be very careful around Young. Yeah, he's clever at figuring out ways to swipe that ball.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
0 for 3, not the start they're looking for.
That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Now, here's Maxey. Curry is inside. Good work defensively by Capella.
Not how you want to start the game. 4 straight misses. I'd like to see some better ball movement from you. Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great work inside.
Curry trying to break free. Howard, good.
Now, that was a long time coming. Took them 5 attempts to get their first bucket.
For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Young passes to Herter. Shoots over Curry. Capella, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got his second basket.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
Maxey passes to Harris. There's the feed to Howard. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Hawks, Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Kevin Herter. And it's Williams in for Young. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Howard. Korkmaz comes in for Danny Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. Great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
So it's Philadelphia now after the basket by Atlanta. The drive by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Like whenever Simmons finishes with power off the drive, he'll make a poster.
Williams against Simmons. Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. There's 42 seconds left here in the first quarter. And Simmons slams it in.
I mean, that's too easy for Simmons. I mean, the closer he gets to the bucket, the more dangerous he is.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Hawks making a change here. Fernando's checked in. Philadelphia also making some changes. Reed comes in for Tobias Harris. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Mike Scott. And it's Capella missing. The 76ers trail by 4. Thybulle kicks to Simmons. Teardrop shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Growing up in Australia, Ben Simmons played lots of Australian rules football. When you watch him play, that's the toughness you see.
And Simmons drops them both. Here's Williams. Simmons with the defensive effort. Clint Capella has been leading the charge for the Atlanta Hawks. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We've got more in store for you right after. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Korkmaz is out there with Shake Milton. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Howard. And it's Thybulle in at the shooting guard position. And the turnover again by Atlanta. Atlanta making some changes. John Collins, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Trae Young subbed in for Lou Williams. Philadelphia also making some changes. Mike Scott's checked in for Furkan Korkmaz. Green comes in for Shake Milton. And Maxey's subbed in for Simmons. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's just an athletic, strong, big man. It's hard to guard Howard, giving out powerful years.
For Philadelphia, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Gallinari. Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. Curry comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Here's Maxey. Pass to Green. Now, here's Maxey. Poked away. Just 5 to shoot. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Shot clock at 2. Howard can't hit.
He's going to have a tough time hitting that if he can't create a little more space for himself.
Huerter passes to Snell. Back to Huerter. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Oh, great feed by Snell. I mean, using that experience he's gained in this league to see the court well.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Maxey got a piece of it. To the inside, and it's slammed in by Howard.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
To the left side wing. Young with no one around. Nailed from three-point land. Young's got 7 points in the game.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Passes it to Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
Oh, that's just too much strength from Howard. A little contact doesn't bother him in the least.
And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. There's the pass to Huerter. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Back to Snell. Up top, Curry. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range, just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
Kicks it out to Collins. Offline with his three. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
Young with the ball. 7 points in the game. The dish now to Collins. Back to Young. Pulls it up. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Then for the 76ers, Scotty's checked in for Howard. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Maxey. Curry gets the bucket. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Outside Williams. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. Back to Williams. Scott against Capella. Misses in close.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that anyway.
Here's Harris. Outside for Curry. Here's Fernando. Guarded by Harris. Out to Gallinari. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Some changes for Philadelphia. Korkmaz checked in for Harris. Shake Milton comes in for Danny Green. And Simmons subbed in for Seth Curry. Outside, Simmons. Gallinari with the steal. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. The putback, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got it all tied up now for Atlanta.
The anticipation of Capella has a firm understanding when to go for these putback jams.
Here's Simmons. Oh, that's blocked. And here is Capella. Here's Fernando. No good on the last second attempt there. Tie game in Atlanta. And we'll be back.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game. Clint Capella had it going on in the first quarter. He had 10 points and 7 rebounds. And that does it for our half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Clint Capella has been sensational.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Young in at the point. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Simmons inside. Defended by Young. And Simmons slams it in.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity.
And they call an illegal screen here. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays, there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right.
Now, look, once Howard establishes himself inside, it's a problem, which is why the defense chooses to foul.
The 76ers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. The Hawks trail by 4. Now Young. 9 points in the game so far.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Here's Maxey. Banked in off the glass. Maxey's got the lead up to 4 now for Philadelphia.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Here's Young, and the shot is good. Young's got 13.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Here's Maxey. He feeds it to Howard. Over Okongwu. Outside for Curry. Clock at 6. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. I mean, turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Atlanta. Tony Snell comes in for Kevin Huerter. Philadelphia also making some changes. Mike Scott comes in for Danny Green. And it's Shake Milton in for Seth Curry.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
Maxey passes to Howard. Collins grabs the miss.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And there's Gallinari on the assist from Young. Gallinari's got his first 2 points.
And with good height for a wing player, Gallinari gives defenders problems down low.
Maxey passes to Howard. And that one's good. Maxey. Maxey's got the game tied up here for the 76ers. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. He kicks it to Collins. Pass to Snell. Back to Collins. Floats one up. And scoring with the play inside is Young. Young's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Outside, Scott. Pass to Howard. Over Hunter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
Always an adventure from the line. One of the few blemishes on Howard's career.
Atlanta making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Collins. Bogdanovich comes in for Hunter. And it's Williams in for Tony Snell. Then for the 76ers, Reedy's checked in for Mike Scott. Korkmaz comes in for Harris. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Maxey.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Now here's Milton. He's guarded by Williams. Back to Milton. Takes the 3. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And you need an army to keep Howard away from the basket. He's so superb at snatching up offensive rebounds.
Young up top. Defended by Milton. Young, no good.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, what really separates Capella is his explosiveness around the rim. My goodness.
Milton finds Thybulle to the left wing. Here's Korkmaz. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Korkmaz passes to Reed. Lays it up and banks it in.
Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior. Gotta love it.
It's tipped. On its way from Young for 2. And the miss. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Atlanta Hawks. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for Philadelphia to start the 4th. We've got Ben Simmons, Reed out there with Korkmaz. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Thibault in at the shooting guard. The Hawks trailing. Williams passes to Bogdanovich. And there's a foul. It will go on Shake Milton. That's his first foul. Passes it to Williams. Shot clock at 5. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 1.
So savvy inside for a player of his size and tough. Williams will do whatever it takes.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
Oh, the lob for Simmons. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Demonstrating how fast he is. Simmons enjoys going up to hammer home the alley-oop.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Williams. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Fernando, the pass to Williams. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Williams has got it all tied up now for Atlanta. Curry deciding where to go with it. And that one, good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Williams passes to Bogdanovich. The pass to Snell. 6 to shoot. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got 6 in the quarter.
What a scorer this guy is. Inside, outside, mid-range. Williams is capable of doing damage from anywhere.
And there's the call on Lou Williams. That is his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Howard's checked in for the 76ers. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. Simmons finds Harris. Shoots it up. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. And the 76ers lead by 2. Young outside. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Harris inside, working on Collins. Howard, no good on that one. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Young from outside, up and in. That's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
You have to guard Young tight. You got to know he's thinking of shooting as soon as the ball hits his hands.
And Simmons kicks to Howard. Outside for Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, rising to the challenge. This is where young players like Simmons need to make their mark.
And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Young left side, lays it up off the glass. Young's got 17 points here in the second half.
An effective multi-dimensional scorer. Young is incredible at turning on the Jets when he's feeling.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Young against Simmons. Collins in the post. Just 4 to shoot. The kick out to Young. And stolen by Simmons. Now the 76ers on the break. Simmons is running. Curry can't get it to go. Here's the Hawks with the ball. They lead by 1. Money!
And pressure doesn't get to Collins. Baskets like that prove how locked in he is.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. Collins!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Young drives in, and it's sent back by Howard. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this
Howard is out there with Tobias Harris. Then there's Seth Curry. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nets, Harden out there with Irving. Then there's Harris. Then it's Jordan. And it's Green in at the 4. Curry deciding where to go with it. Oh, the lob for Simmons. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving's got the ball. Off target with the open look. And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
Now Harden. Dishes to Jordan. And here is Green. Pass to Harden. 5 on the clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. 16 feet away with the tip. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination, so impressive.
Outside Curry. Count the basket.
Don't let that slight frame fool you. Seth Curry on the interior, he will finish shots.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Irving passes to Green. Pass to Jordan. Back to Green. Over Harris. And it's Green. Missing. And Simmons kicks to Harris. And the 76ers get it back. And Howard with the second chance points.
Well, this has been one of the staples of Dwight Howard's game. Get on the glass on the offensive end and finish it.
It's Harden with the drive, and it's sent back by Howard.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Green with the ball. Out guarded by Simmons. And again, no good by Brooklyn. 76ers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start off the game. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
So for the Nets, LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. And it's Bruce Brown in for Kyrie Irving. Philadelphia also making some changes. Mike Scott's checked in for Howard. Shake Milton comes in for Seth Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Danny Green. Now here's Harden. Second chance shot. Nice D from Scott.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Here's Maxey. 1:52 left in the first quarter of the game. Puts up a 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. And the Nets making a change here. Griffin's checked in. Then for the 76ers, Reed comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Korkmaz in for Simmons. Maxey passes to Reed. Here's Milton. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Korkmaz, guarded by Harris from about 16. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Harden with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And slam dunk by Maxey.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
And Harris wide open. He shoots, and the Nets miss again. Now, here's Milton, guarded by Harden. And here's Maxey. And that one drops. Maxey's got 7 points.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
And so it's Philadelphia. They're And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And the 76ers have been rolling along, haven't they?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
They've got Luwawu, Harden out there with Brown. Then there's Griffin, and it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
And the southpaw stroke of Harden is just beautiful to watch. When he's cooking, he's one of the more lethal scorers in our league.
Now, here's Maxey. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Griffin. Scott with the ball, and it's Harden picking him up. Now, Thibault. Here's Maxey. He has 7, and it's in there. He's got 9.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Harden with it, and there's the pass to Claxton. The Nets working the ball around now. Griffin finds Brown. On the wing, Harden. Back to Brown. There's 3 pointers off the mark. The 76ers leading by 11. And here's Maxey. 9 points in the game so far. Passes to Reed. Thibault on the wing. Back to Reed. And the dunk by Reed.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Now, here's Maxey. Defense right on him. Here's Scott. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Here's Thibault. Rebounded by the Nets. Here's Luwawu. It's good. Luwawu's got his first points in this one.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Harden outside. The 9-foot shot. Claxton the pass to Harden. Makes it off the glass. Harden's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Maxey passes to Reed. Thibault with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. And he gets it to go. And the 76ers lead by 11. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. They get a hand on it. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
And the Nets miss again.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Stripped away. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. Up and in. It's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
How about the great body control by Kyrie Irving? One of the best small men in the league at converting through contact.
Harris against Green. From about 16, DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Chioza passes to Irving. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Oh, the lob for Simmons. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. They trail by 11. Here's Chioza. Guarded by Harris. Pass to Chioza. They kick it out to Green. It's stolen by Harris. Jacks up a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And really a combo forward with a solid outside touch. Harris is the ideal fit for the modern NBA.
Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Kyrie Irving. It could go. No good that time. And that concludes the first half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. From the get-go, it was Philadelphia who came out strong. Their exceptional focus and all-around execution immediately triggered a 15. And that'll do it for us.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. The net shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Curry. Tobias Harris is out there with Howard. Then it's Green, and it's Simmons in at the point, and stolen by Simmons. The feed to Howard. They kick it out to Green. And a wide open look for Simmons. Off target with his three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Irving. And it's sent back by Howard.
Well, Dwight Howard at his best, sending it back.
Outside, Simmons. Pass to Harris. He feeds it to Howard. 3 on the clock. He gets that one. Howard's got the lead up to 14 now for Philadelphia.
Well, Dwight Howard, if he gets that kind of position, turn the lights out.
Now here's Harden. 8 points for him. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Harden's got 10 points.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
Here's Simmons. He's got 6. The pass to Harris. Back to Simmons. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Poked loose, and that's going to be a travel.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Joe Harris. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Reed's checked in. Simmons looking it over. Passes it to Curry. Out to Harris for the 3. Another miss by Philadelphia. Nets trail by 12. Here's Irving. It's hauled in by Harris.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Pass to Reed. Curry is inside. He's against Jordan and stolen by Aldridge. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Baseline try. Jump shot is good that time. He has 6.
The evolution of Kyrie Irving's game continues. Magnificent with the jumper.
Now Simmons. He's got 6. A minute 50 left to play in the third. A nice shot by Reed.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has. A guy that wants to get his team involved.
Harden kicks to Jordan. Back to Harden. Simmons with it. Curry with it. Picked up by Aldridge. Here's Harris. Rebound, Brooklyn. Aldridge has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Boy, a forgettable night for him, but thankfully his teammates have played well overall. Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
Outside, Simmons. Harris against Aldridge. Harris draws the double. And the wide open shot from Green. And it's off from 3-point range. Nets trail by 10. Harden outside. Over Harris. Harden's shot is off.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And here is Simmons. 6 points for him. Stolen by Harden. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
As crafty as they come, Harden uses that tremendous body control to his advantage.
So both teams changing it up here. Harden hits them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
The kick out to Scott. And stolen by Aldridge. And so it's Philadelphia holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Defensively. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Harden out there with Tyler Johnson. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Griffin. And it's Green in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Harden. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Now, here's Maxey. Kicks it to Howard. Pass to Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. From beyond the arc. And so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Harris subbed in for James Harden. Korkmaz passes to Howard. Milton with it. And Griffin picks him up defensively. 4 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. Korkmaz, no good. Nets trail by 8. Green kicks to Harris. On the wing, Johnson. Back to Harris. Fires for 3. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson.
Well, he is tailor-made for the catch-and-shoot game. Joe Harris, a knockdown shooter.
Here's Maxey. Johnson with the block. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
He tries for 3. And the pass to Thibault. 3-pointer. Tries again. And there's the nice layup by Howard. Howard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Johnson outside. Knocked away. He kicks to Harris. Harris draws the double. From deep, Green. That shot off, and it's Philadelphia the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points, and they go to the intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Irving comes in for Blake Griffin. And James Harden subbed in for Johnson. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Harris is checked in for Korkmaz. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey.
With the combination of strength and size, Simmons throws it down with ease.
Simmons against Harden. Outside Irving. He gets it in there.
Boy, it's rare for a point guard to do as much damage on the interior as Kyrie Irving. You've got to guard him in there.
Now Simmons. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's the three. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And that one's good, Irving.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
Outside, Simmons. To the paint.
Disappointing day for him. Let's see if they go down with a fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
And a deep three from Curry. But they'll get another chance. Fires the three. And the 76ers get it back. Green kicks to Harris. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Harden on the wing. Off target from three-point range. So Philadelphia wins it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I said...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. And a look at the injury situation. 2 players injured. One of their stars is out. Something they're going to have to overcome tonight.
2 players injured. One of their stars out. Something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
A look at the 76ers starting group. Green is out there with Curry. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Howard. And it's Harris in at the 3 slot. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. All teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. Now, here's DiVincenzo. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Lopez. Goes back up. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. Curry against Holiday. Shoots over Curry.
You got to be aware of Howard at all times, especially on defense where he makes his living blocking shots.
No good from Simmons. Bucks have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. The Bucks working the ball around. Outside Holiday. With the floater. The shot that time not on target. Excellent D from Howard. Lopez kicks to Holiday. Now the dish to Giannis. No good on the shot, so Philadelphia will take it the other way.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. Looking for the first basket of the game. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man. And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Antetokounmpo lays it up and banks it in.
And this helps build chemistry. Lopez looking to share the ball wherever he can.
The 76ers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Back to Curry. Feeds to Howard. 4 on the clock. Here's Simmons. Rebound, Milwaukee. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the Freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Now here's Giannis. It's Middleton at the elbow. Goes up at the stripe. Simmons pulls it in.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Harris's shot is off.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Passes it to Giannis. Simmons with the defensive effort.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. They trail by 3. 52 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Lopez. The pass to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. The putback. Dwight Howard grabs the board.
Cold quarter for him, ice cold. I mean, it may be time to give him a breather. Maybe someone off the bench can get him a spark.
Back to Harris. Puts it up from 7. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Howard's got 3 assists now in this one.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Count it. Giannis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
Simmons passes to Howard. Back to Simmons. And no good that time. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. 76ers lead by 3. Let's take a... And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game will slow down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
They've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Chris Middleton. And it's Portis in at the 5 down low. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Here's Maxey. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Look, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Scott can't get it to go.
Well, that's just a lucky break for the deep. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Now here's Middleton. Defense is right there, and it's blocked. Second shot opportunity, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. 76ers trailing. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Outside, Scott for 3. Not going to go that time. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Eibel's checked in. Here's Maxey. The rebound by Middleton. Alec Korkmaz standing 6'7". Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan, also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow. Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Here's Forbes. Off target from outside. For Philadelphia, they've gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. A shot by Milton, no good.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
And that one's good from Connaughton.
And made only about a quarter of their shots in the first. Totally flat, but they bounced back and built a lead here with a much better second quarter.
1:44 left here in the second. Milton's shot is good.
And that's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Here is Forbes. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Reedy's checked in for Shake Milton. Here's Korkmaz. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Way to work the inside-out game. Draws the defense in and kicks it out for the open shot.
There's a minute left in the second quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. There's 57 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Lopez. Can't hit that one. Excellent D from Howard. Simmons inside. Defended by DiVincenzo. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
On the wing, Giannis. Guarded by Simmons. Antetokounmpo, no good. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, no need to rush right here. Let the clock run a little, then execute your offense.
Lopez. He hits that shot, his first of the night, now 1 for 6.
He's using all that size in the paint. Lopez, he's always excelled when he capitalizes in this area of the court.
Here's Howard. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Tie game in Milwaukee. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and that's a
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Taking a look at the 76ers. They've got Howard. Ben Simmons is out there with Tobias Harris. Then it's Green, and it's Curry in at the point guard. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo.
Wow, some ferocious defense from Green. Not afraid to attack the shooter and shut them down.
Simmons can't get it to go.
And C-Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, G.A. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
And stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Giannis.
Oh! Nice. So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Here's Simmons, and it's sent back by Lopez. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. Tipped away. DiVincenzo kicks to Antetokounmpo. The wide open look here for Holiday. That three off the mark.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
Yeah, and defensively, you'd like to see a greater effort to change ends.
Holiday against Curry. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Curry finds Simmons. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Rebounded by the Bucks.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Middleton dishes to Lopez. Howard against Middleton. Back to Lopez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And close on the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws. That one on Harris.
A deceptive guard. Holiday draws fouls by keeping his defenders always on their heels over the course of a game.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Bucks leading by 4. Here's Holiday, rejected by Harris.
Oh, he's known for his offense more than defense. Harris plays with the high motor, and he likes to make plays.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. The Bucks have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Korkmaz checked in for Philadelphia. Harris trying to get free. And that one's good. Maxi's got 6. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. And that one is good.
I mean, he's got a lot of smarts on the court, but Tucker doesn't need to think too much on that assist. He was wide open.
Here's Milton. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Here is Forbes, defended by Thibault. Here's Portis, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Portis has got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks. And here's Maxey. He's got 6. Banked in off the glass. Maxey's got 4 points this quarter.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Kicks it to Tucker. Pass to Portis. To the wing right side. Connaughton passes to Portis. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
A high percentage shooter from these spots. Portis has tons of confidence in his inside scoring ability.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Bad shot selection as well as some bad luck. I mean, that's not going to help you score points.
And the Bucks with some changes. Lopez comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Holiday in for Pat Connaughton. Philadelphia also making some changes. Howard's checked in for Reed. Green comes in for Korkmaz. And it's Seth Curry in for Shake Milton. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Throughout his career, Howard has dominated the boards. The size, touch, and timing he possesses is just a lethal concoction.
And Holiday kicks to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Over Giannis.
Oh, look, his footwork, his balance. Simpson stays in control when attacking the defense.
That's good from Simmons. And Simmons drops them both. Milwaukee leading by 5. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. DiVincenzo against Green. Clock at 6. And Holiday kicks to Antetokounmpo. Excellent D from Howard. The 76ers trail by 5. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
The speed is Simmons. It's hard to keep pace, but he excels at using it to capitalize in transition.
Outside Holiday. Back to DiVincenzo. Holiday against Green. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Holiday.
Comfortable taking high-pressure shots. Lopez is great at staying aware of the clock situation.
Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, rising to the challenge. This is where young players like Simmons need to make their mark.
And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Tobias Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And Holiday kicks to Giannis. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Green. And Maxey subbed in for Curry. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Pass to Harris. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Count that one.
Oh, stepping up as a leader. There's a reason Harris has the ball in these spots. He knows how to deliver. Now
here's Holiday. There's the lob. And Antetokounmpo, and stolen by Simmons. Here's Maxey. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. So he gets them both. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Holiday, pass to Giannis. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
How about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
Simmons inside. Antetokounmpo's there. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Ben Simmons. DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. There's a minute left to play in the final quarter. The pass to Giannis. The shot. Yes!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Here's Milton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Brook Lopez.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for Maxey. And so he hits both. Here's Milwaukee now. They lead by 1. Well, we can probably expect to see them slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Oh, he's a real menace underneath. Once Simmons gets established position, you basically have to whack.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
Curry against Holiday. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Holiday. For the win. It's good! Buries the game-winning shot! All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And this is where you see the depth of your team put to the test. Neither squad at full strength in this one. So I expect to see adjustments in various matchups as the first half starts to shape up.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt, and it's Capella in at the center. And for the 76ers, Simmons is out there with Curry. Then there's Howard. Then there's Tobias Harris, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. Now here's Capella. The Hawks working the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Herter, no good.
And Kevin Herter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
Hunter, the pass to Capella, to the middle. Young outside. Back to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Few people see the floor as well as Trey. If you're open, he'll find you.
Who's got Simmons?
Simmons against Young. Simmons inside. The rebound by Young. Here's Atlanta. Here's Herter. Harris trying to get free. Off target at the rim. Now the 76ers on the break. Here's Simmons. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Yeah, how about the concentration by the 6'10" Simmons? Ridiculously good at completing these chances despite the D's best efforts.
Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Young. It's good.
The threat of Young's jumper forces defenders to play him close, making it easier for him to get by his man.
Passes it to Green. Curry is inside. Goes up on the block. Howard finds Simmons. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Lou Williams is checked in for Trae Young. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Inside, Collins. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
As usual, beasting inside. John Collins puts defenders in no-win situations. Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
Now here's Simmons. Pass to Howard. Back to Simmons. Howard trying to free himself up. A nice shot by Simmons. Simmons got 5 now.
I admire Simmons' ability inside. That's where he's an elite finisher. And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, GA? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Simmons finds Howard. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And with off-the-charts awareness, Simmons makes plays that others simply don't see.
Williams dishes to Hunter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Now, here's Maxey. He is covered by Bogdanovich. Reed misses.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
Here's Hunter. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Beautiful footwork and agility. DeAndre does damage down low.
There's 39 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Maxey passes to Reed. Here's Maxey. 5 on the clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Danny Green. And the Hawks with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Williams looking over the floor. Capella controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Here's Reed, and Capella sends it back. And so it's Atlanta heading to the bench with a 7-point lead. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for Atlanta, Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there, Gallinari. Then there's Tony Snell. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Okongwu in at the center position. Bogdanovic left side. Feeds it to Okongwu. Reed with the steal.
Not a problem. First turnover of the game, but overall, I like how they're taking care of the basketball.
Now, here's Maxey. Tight defense on him. The kick out to Scott. Now the pass to Reed. 6 to shoot. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Atlanta leading by 7. Here's Bogdanovic. Lays it up off the glass.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. Here's Young. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. And they're moving it up. Here's Thibault. Rips down the breakaway slam.
He saw the opportunity to get an easy bucket on the break and took advantage of it.
Now, here is Young. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Rebound by the 76ers. Here's Thibault. Reed the pass to Korkmaz. And here's Maxey. To the paint, Scott. And it's Scott with the jam.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
And Okongwu slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Maxey. Pass to Korkmaz. The feed now to Scott. Gallinari with the steal. Lobbed up there for Bogdanovic. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now, here's Maxey. At the top of the key, Korkmaz. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. The Hawks leading by 7. Taken away. Passes it to Thibault. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Thibault's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Excellent timing on that play and a wonderful pass.
Now Young. Kept alive. Great positioning on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 7.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Reed the pass to Maxey. Back to Reed. And he banks in the layup. Reed's got his second bucket of the night.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Young looking it over. And stolen by Scott. And here's the fast break. Scott leading the way. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Williams, that's a two-pointer. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Williams has got 8. The 76ers trail by 5. Outside, Simmons. Here's Howard. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Williams with the ball. He's got 8. 4 seconds left. He takes it up and lays it in. 10 points for him.
Not only is Lou fast, he's tenacious. Feels the contact on the drive, doesn't stop him from completing the play.
And a close game so. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They have a 5-point lead. Kenny, what was your... That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic out there by Lou Williams.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Curry is out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Green. Then there's Howard. And it's Harris in at the power forward. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Clock at 4. Releases. Young's shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And Simmons slams it in.
With the combination of strength and size, Simmons throws it down with ease.
Young outside. Collins kicks to Young. Pass to Capella. Young outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And finished off by Collins.
Beautiful catch and flush by Collins, a high flyer who attacks the rim with purpose.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
Oh, the lob for Simmons. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the connection Simmons has with his guys? Once the lob is on its way, you know he's going to finish in style.
Now, here is Young. Capella, the pass to Young. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Lou Williams is checked in for Young. Reed against Williams. There's the pass to Herter. 5 to shoot. From deep, Collins. That one, no good. And Philadelphia the other way now.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
And there's the call on Lou Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Maxey passes to Reed, and it's all evened up. Reed's got 6.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Hawks have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Now here's Williams. D right on him. He kicks it to Hunter. There's the dish to Capella. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Now, here's Maxey. Pass to Milton. 1:44 left in the third. Passes it to Scott. Intercepted. Fast break for Hawks. Goes up. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Good awareness from Hunter. Puts himself in a position to finish that play.
Here's Maxey. He dishes it to Reed. Pass to Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. And the layup's good off the glass. Maxey's got the game tied up here for the 76ers.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Williams passes to Capella. Here's Herter. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Williams dishes to Capella. Over Reed. It's deflected. And now Philadelphia on the break. And stolen by Hunter. And now here comes Collins leading the break. And finished off by Collins.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
Now here's Maxey. He's guarded by Collins. A nice shot by Reed.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Outside Williams. And the layup is good. Williams has got 12 in the game.
You know, bursting off the screen, Williams makes a quick decision, takes it himself.
And here's Maxey. Here's Reed. The kick out to Scott. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Hawks lead by. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court right now for the Hawks. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Curry is inside. He is covered by Bogdanovich, and he gets it to go.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Here's Williams. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Because of his size, everyone tries to get physical with Lou, but he pays it no mind.
Simmons inside. He's against Williams. Bucket is good.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
Here's Williams. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Simmons against Williams, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And the foul called on the Atlanta Hawks.
And what patience from Simmons on offense. So skilled at making the D feel nervous when he has to rock.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. Trae Young comes in for Lou Williams. Young inside, guarded by Simmons. Harris against Young to the left side wing. Clock at 6. Fernando, the pass to Young. And what a play, just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Simmons dishes to Curry. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 5 assists in the game. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Bogdanovich looking around, and there's the pass to Fernando. Basket counts. Fernando's got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Outside, Simmons. And they double up Simmons. Outside, Green. To the inside. He's looking for Howard and finds him. Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, just great whenever Simmons takes over a possession like that. What a killer instinct.
Hawks have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. Young with no one around. And Curry pulls it down.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Snell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Tony Snell coming through in the clutch. Beautiful.
Outside, Simmons. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
He's been locked in all night, and he's taking good shots.
For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Strong work at that end of the floor. Young against Howard. It's Young on the wing. Pass to Fernando. Just 5 to shoot. Unloads. Young, no good. For Philadelphia, they've gotten it done so far from the field here in the 4th. Going 6 for 7. Green kicks to Simmons. Back to Green. Passes to Curry. Shoots from the right block. Howard. Fernando pulls it in.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
And it's Capella missing. Deflects the pass. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
things are definitely clicking. And more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest. There's 18 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Now Curry. 5 on the clock. A putback, and Howard with the second chance points.
Tremendous play there. Howard giving them everything.
Young way outside. Off target with that shot. So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. Probably a little closer than they would have. And in the locker room, each guy has been going over. And let's check out the injury report. 5 players unavailable tonight.
5 players scratched from the game. If you're one of the healthy players, you're going to get all you can eat.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Harden. Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Jordan. And it's Irving at the 2. And for the 76ers, they've got Howard. Tobias Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Simmons in at the point. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. It's Curry outside. Come on. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. And here are the Nets. Now Harden. And both teams, Doris, battling injuries.
Kevin, we have seen that when someone is injured, that means an opportunity for a bench player to show what they have. And the coaching staff maybe has to get a little bit more creative than usual.
And here are the 76ers now, following the bucket by the Nets. Here's Irving, and it's good off the back rim and in.
Well, the ability to score at all 3 levels makes Kyrie Irving a near impossible check. Good luck, fellas.
And it's Simmons.
Oh. You got to be kidding.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
Harden outside. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
Simmons passes to Curry. Back to Simmons. Stolen by Harden. Irving against Curry. Tries from 10. Short. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 8-point game. And Simmons slams it in.
And guys, it's just beautiful watching Simmons in screen and roll situations. A manipulative master when it comes to tearing apart the defense.
Now, here is Harden. 6 points for him. Right side, Jordan. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Harris. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting. But there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Kicks it out to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Now here's Curry. In the corner, Simmons with it. And they double up Simmons. Just 5 on the clock. Curry passes to Howard. Here's Simmons. A rebound by the Nets.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Up again. It's good on the putback.
How many times have we seen DeAndre Jordan take it off the window and convert? Boy, he is so good.
Now here's Simmons. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Irving passes to Jordan. The feed to Green. From 12 feet out. Good. He hits the jump shot.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Harden dishes to Harris. Outside, Green. Back to Harris. Fires from deep. No good. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Simmons passes to Howard. Curry wide open. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. And a change for the Nets. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Irving. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
The 76ers shooting their first free throw of the contest. 23 seconds left here in the first quarter. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
And here's Maxey. And Jordan sends it back. And so it's Brooklyn heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball in. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the 76ers, Shake Milton is out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Scott. Then there's Maxey. And it's Thibault in at the 2 spot. Griffin goes in. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Griffin's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Nets.
And how about Griffin continuing to own the paint? A fantastic power forward with good touch from there.
And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Beyond the arc. No good from Luwawu. The 76ers trail by 9. Tries from 16. Maxey, no good. Nets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Luwawu Cabarro kicks to Brown. On the wing, Johnson. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. And Irving subbed in for Johnson. From past the arc. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league. Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. And a deep three from Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Irving. Goes up the baseline. Yep, it counts. Irving's got his second bucket.
Yeah, there isn't a bad shot for Kyrie Irving right now. His offensive attack is so versatile.
Now, here's Maxey. He's covered by Irving. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Claxton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. How about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys. There are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. Claxton the pass to Irving. Takes the 13-footer. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
Well, this second quarter has proven to be a turnaround. This guy looking much more comfortable all of a sudden.
Pass to Luwawu. Up top, Brown. At the elbow, it's Aldridge. Again, the Nets for 2.
That mid-range, Jay, just no problem for a big man like LaMarcus Aldridge. Really, he has patented that jump shot.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Here's Simmons, and stolen by Jordan. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists tonight.
And that speed and athleticism of Griffin, a lethal combination when he's on the break.
And Curry, here we go. Count the basket. Curry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Harden against Simmons. Harden kicks to Harris. A 3 ball. Green with the rebound. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And it's in there. Simmons got 8 points.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Harden scanning the floor. The fadeaway, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 10 points and 1 steal. And
we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
So for Brooklyn now, Harden out there with Irving. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's Green, and it's Jordan in at the 5 spot. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Nobody near Irving. No good on the 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
In transition, here come the Nets. Harris has got the ball. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Harris has got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Brooklyn. Simmons against Harden. Simmons passes to Harris. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Passes it to Harden. Shoots over Curry, and he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Just flying up and down the court. 9 straight in transition.
Curry deciding where to go with it. No good on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Outside, Green. The pass to Jordan. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Some changes for Philadelphia. Mike Scott's checked in for Howard. Korkmaz comes in for Danny Green. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Seth Curry. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jeff Green. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Trailing by 13. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is given. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic. It struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. But the league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now, sports is a microcosm of society as a whole, and we all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, DA. Harden against Simmons. Harden kicks to Harris. And he makes that one. Harris has got 5 now.
Well, you put it away inside. Harris known for his distance shooting, but you love to see him willing to get inside and make easy ones.
Thybulle with the ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
And getting out in transition's been a big part of this run that they're on.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, and when Simmons is driving inside, he's going to sky up for the flush, getting to the basket in no time.
Harden left side. Now, here is Irving. Guarded closely. Claxton. That one a little long. The 76ers trail by 14. Harris passes to Korkmaz. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. In transition, here come the Nets. Moving it up. Yes, that goes in. He's got 8.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
No good from Simmons.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Harden outside. Irving surveying the floor. Down low. Here's Claxton. Shoots over Scott. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Reed is checked in for Tobias Harris. And it's Shake Milton in for Matisse Thybulle. And then for Brooklyn, LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Brown in for James Harden. And Simmons slams it in.
A hard worker who really ferociously strives to improve. Simmons tonight has been unstoppable at the offensive end.
The Nets have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
The thing that maybe puts me in awe more than any other skill is the way Kyrie Irving can change gears. This guy has a variety of ways to attack and keep defenses off balance. Amazing individual performance, but you'd like to see more guys start to get involved. I don't know if he can do it alone.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Nets lead. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Green. Curry is out there with Maxey. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Howard in at the center. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Aldridge, the pass to Brown. The kick out to Aldridge. Wide open. And good as it just snugs right down through the net. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this area at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto MB down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
The kick out to Brown. Aldridge double teamed. Nets passing it around. Griffin, no one around him. Outside Irving. Brown outside. He doesn't hit that one. And the 76ers go the other way with it. And now Philadelphia on the break. Curry finds Howard. Yep, that one goes in there. Howard's got his first basket of the night.
Boy, guys, the powerful physical frame of Dwight Howard, so problematic for a defense.
Outside Irving. The 3. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Ooh, finally hitting one from range. That's his first 3 of the night.
The 76ers trail by 19.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Maxey passes to Howard. Drops in the layup for 2. Howard's got 4 this quarter.
Well, tremendous touch right there. Dwight Howard being aggressive and wanting to dominate inside.
Outside Irving. Brown outside. Pass to Aldridge. Shot clock at 6. Over Howard. Aldridge, no luck. The 76ers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started. Oh! Where did that come from?
Holy goodness.
That was beautiful. Now, here is Irving. To the inside, Aldridge. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Nets lead by 17.
A favorite spot of Aldridge's. He likes to operate as close to the rim as possible.
Lobbed up there for Howard. Over in the corner, Green. Pass to Curry to the middle. Here's Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
It doesn't get any higher percentage than that. Dwight Howard, no doubt, on the dunk.
Nets leading by 15. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Irving dishes to Griffin. Over in the corner, Green. No good with the triple.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room. And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Brooklyn.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for James Harden.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen. Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Tobias Harris is checked in for the 76ers. Simmons comes in for Maxey. And a new group in for the Nets. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Chioza passes to Johnson. Passes it to Chioza. Back to Johnson. Here's Luwawu. From deep three-point range, Chioza, no good. Simmons feeling it out a bit. But they get it back. Back to Howard. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Kevin, with
Growing together and staying healthy. Two important parts. Thanks, D.A. And they're dealing with 2 injuries. One of their stars is out. No doubt that'll have an impact on the game.
2 injuries, one of their stars out, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. And for Philadelphia, Simmons is out there with Curry. Then it's Green, then there's Howard, and it's Harris in at the 4.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Here's Curry, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Giannis. It's not going to go for him. Simmons with the defensive effort. Curry with a wide open look. The putback and staying with the play, Harris.
Look at Harris's dedication. I mean, chasing down the boards and ending the possession on his terms.
DiVincenzo with it. Inside, Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Pass to Simmons. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And you see how comfortable Simmons is. I mean, he has the size and touch to be effective down there.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Green passes to Howard. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Green with the block. It's Curry outside. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Howard. Korkmaz comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. Milwaukee also making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here's Maxey. Following the basket by Giannis. Milton kicks to Scott. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Trailing by 2. Holiday. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Now, here's Maxey. Not a lot of room. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. Here's Maxey. Pass to Korkmaz. Lets the 3 fly. Milwaukee with the rebound. Connaughton kicks to Giannis. The Bucks working the ball around. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for 1 more.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And the 76ers with some changes. Reedy's checked in for Tobias Harris. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Shake Milton. And then for Milwaukee, Portis comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
And really, from second-round pick to All-Star. Middleton's story, inspirational, yet even now it feels like some people continue to sleep on it.
And that one's good, Maxey.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Forbes the pass to Middleton. Here's Portis. Reed covering to the paint. And it's Connaughton missing.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
The 76ers trailing. Now, here's Maxey.
Come get it.
The feed to Reed. And stolen by Portis.
And you've got to do a better job of making sure the defender isn't in your space. I mean, if you're going to pump fake, you've got to make sure he doesn't have a chance for the steal.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. But and close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah. Love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
Mike Scott out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Simmons. And it's Howard in at the center. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. And Simmons slams it in.
Well, this is where Simmons does the most damage. I mean, he's an electrifying, dynamic transition player who torches defense.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Reedy's checked in for Howard. And Maxey's subbed in for Simmons. Milwaukee shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Simmons checked in for Philadelphia. Now here's Simmons. It's Reed high post. Back to Simmons. Now the pass to Reed. And it's Thybulle in the corner. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Right wing. Portis in the post. Reed covering. The second chance effort. And Portis with the layup. Portis has got his first 2 points of the night.
What intensity on the glass from Portis, a junkyard dog. He worked so hard for the second chance opportunities.
Antetokounmpo against Simmons. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. Now here's Thybulle. Defended by DiVincenzo. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him #1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. And that one drops for him. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 5 now for Milwaukee.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
The drive by Simmons. And the rejection by Giannis. Jumps up. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and then that helps account for their lead.
Now, here's Scott. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Pat Connaughton comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Floats it up for Giannis. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Curry can't get it to go.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's something that happens to every team. You just have to ride it out, play your hardest, and live with the results.
And so here is Philadelphia following the bucket by the Bucks. Pass to Howard. On the wing, Milton. Hits the three-point bomb. Milton's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Oh, improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
1:05 left now here in the second. Lopez kicks to Holiday. Back to Lopez. Giannis outside. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
Now here's Milton. Outside Curry. Back to Milton. Clock at 6. Lobbed up there for Howard. Holiday against Curry. Offline with his three.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's DiVincenzo. Misses the three. And here is Milton. Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And Howard can still wreck the rim when he gets in deep.
Here's DiVincenzo. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the 2K. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 14 points. And that'll...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer, starting the second half. P.J. Tucker is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Forbes in at the 1 spot. There's Portis. And it's sent back by Howard.
You got to be aware of Howard at all times, especially on defense, where he makes his living block the shots.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Here's Portis. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Connaughton. 6 to shoot. Tries again. And it's Antetokounmpo with the bucket inside. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bucks. Outside Curry. Pass to Howard. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Howard's got 6.
Outstanding presence of mind. Howard is as dependable as it gets near the rim.
Here is Forbes. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And the pass to Portis. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Matisse Thybulle checked in for the 76ers. Maxey comes in for Seth Curry. Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded closely. No good from Howard.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. The 76ers trail by 10. Here's Maxey. Here's Howard. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Howard's got 4 this quarter.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Here's Connaughton. He kicks to Antetokounmpo. And stolen by Harris. He's all alone. Here's Maxey. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And Harris is so good at remaining active on both ends of the court, never making anything easy for the opposition, which in turn results in a lot of steals.
And the 76ers making a change here. Reed's checked in. Passes it to Tucker. From deep. Middleton can't get it to go.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yo, it would be a shame to make all this progress and let them off the hook. Got to keep the pressure on.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Scott comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Korkmaz in for Simmons. And it's blocked. And they're able to recover.
And now they're turning this game into a drag race, sprinting out for easy fast break baskets.
1:43 left in the third quarter. Holiday left side. Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by the Sixers.
The Bucks have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And what I like about Lopez is his throwback game. He's most dangerous when he's operating close to the basket.
Maxey passes to Reed. Here's Korkmaz. Outside, Scott down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's off from 3-point range. Milwaukee leading by 4. Here's Holiday. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. Giannis against Scott, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. And the 76ers with possession. They're on an 11-3 run. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Now, here's Maxey. 5 points in the game. Scott, good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Giannis outside. We've got 28 seconds left here in the third quarter, and he converts the layup. Giannis has got 16.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Knocked loose. Stolen by Middleton.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, no need to rush right here. Let the clock run a little, then execute your offense.
And it really helps their team so much when Middleton's passing with effectiveness, and it helps him out as a scorer. He's that much harder to defend.
Offline. And we've reached the end of the third. The Bucks on top, up by 6. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. The 76ers trail by 6. They've got Harris. Seth Curry is out there with Shake Milton. Then it's Green, and it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. It's Curry with the drive. Harris trying to get free. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Curry looking around. Feeds it to Howard. He's off on that one. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Middleton. And the call up, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
On the wing, Harris, guarded by Tucker. From the line, offensive rebound, and it's sent back by Lopez.
And you got to appreciate the length Lopez has. He's effective at using it to stifle shooters.
Middleton finds Holiday. From outside, off the mark. The 76ers trail by 10. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the basket by Harris.
Oh, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Bucks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Lopez outside. Shot clock at 6. Off target with his 3. 76ers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the one make. Here's Harris. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Harris has got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, such an efficient scorer. You know, if you give Harris these opportunities, he'll punish you from there.
Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Milton kicks to Harris. Howard, and Howard with the second chance points.
Now, this is what great players do. Howard relishes the chance to hit these important shots.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're ahead by 4. We've got 1:48 left in the 4th quarter of this one. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Kevin, we'll see if they can make that adjustment.
Thank you, David.
Great D. Simmons, the passing skills of a point. At 6'10", he can see the whole court.
Holiday left side. This is Giannis. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And here they go to tie it up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, how about the mobility of Howard to drive and draw the foul? He's skilled in so many different areas.
And he ends up making the second, and that narrows the gap to 1.
And he had to have all of those guys. That miss comes at the worst possible time.
Giannis outside. 59 seconds left to play here in the fourth. That one goes in.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Shoots off the step back. And the rejection by Giannis. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Thibault. It's hauled in by Giannis. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. Trains the three-pointer. Now it's a 6-point Milwaukee lead.
And this is why he gets paid the big bucks. Middleton enjoys coming through in the clutch.
Outside Holiday. Kicks to Antetokounmpo. And so the Bucks take the win. This was a hard... All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.